Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Ikram bin Ahmad Menawi. My student ID is 2022820064. So for the roleplay, I will be playing as financial analysis.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Adam Iskandar bin Azisham. My student ID is 2022855264, and I will be playing as financial analysis leader.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Iskandar Zulkarnain bin Syazaki. My student ID is 2022873128, and today my roleplay I will do financial analysis.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Syamil bin Muhammad Syarizan and my student ID is 20228205x6. So for today roleplay, I'll be playing as what my role lah?
Chief Executive.
Chief Executive.
Yeah.
So let's go to the roleplay.
Okay, you guys can come in. We're gonna start our meeting now.
Okay. Okay, good morning everyone. Okay, so Adam, what is basically our meeting today is all about?
So today we are going to talk about we want to determine the ratio analysis, and we want to determine what is the most suitable for our short-term financing company.
See. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is our financial statement for years 2022 and also the years 2023. So this will be about our meeting today. If you guys have any question, you guys just can ask me out. No need to shy, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So without further ado, let's go into our business and let's start our meeting.
So what I would like to introduce our analysis, Sir Iskandar and Sir Ikram. Sir Iskandar will presenting about liquidity ratios, and Sir Ikram will be presenting about activity ratios, and myself, I will presenting about leverage ratios, and lastly both of them will be presenting about profitability ratios. So let's go.
Okay, Sir Syamil. For my liquidity ratios, I want to ask you a couple of information about current assets and current liabilities for 2022 and 2023, and also inventory for both of the years.
So basically, Iskandar, from the question that you asked me just now, this is our report for the years 2022 and also 2023. So for the years 2022, our current asset is 2,111,117 ringgit. Meanwhile, for the current liabilities, our current liabilities is 923,867 ringgit. And for the years 2023, our current asset is 1,528,041 ringgit, and our current liabilities for the years 2023 is 996,448 ringgit. Iskandar, if I'm not mistaken, you also asked about inventory, right?
Yes.
So basically, our inventory for the years 2022 is 301,496 ringgit. And meanwhile, for the years 2023, our inventory is 575,262 ringgit. Is it clear, everyone?
So for the activity ratio, I want to ask a couple of information, which is for the 2022 and 2023, what is the account receivable, cost of goods sold, net sales, and the total asset of the company.
Alright, no problem. So for you, Ikram, you asked me about the account receivable, net sale, our cost of goods sold, and also inventory, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, for the years 2022, our account receivable is 258,791 ringgit, and for our net sale is about 5,572,349 ringgit, and the cost of goods sold is 4,618,972 ringgit. And for the last one, the question that you asked about inventory, our inventory is basically the same, just like what Iskandar asked earlier, which is 575,262 ringgit. And our total asset for years 2022 is 8,116,710 ringgit. And also you asked about the years 2023. So our account receivable for the years 2023 is about 182,622, and the net sale for the years is 2,257,221 ringgit, and also the cost of goods sold is 2,192,901 ringgit, and the inventory is 300,496 ringgit, and the total asset and the what your question again?
Total asset.
And the total asset for the years 2023 is 7,061,570 ringgit. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so Syamil, can you give information about the total debt and the total asset of 2022 and 2023?
Okay, Adam, I like the way you ask me the question. So I will answer it. So basically, our total debt for the years 2022 is 1,323,475 ringgit, and our total asset is 8,116,710 ringgit. Meanwhile, for the years 2023 is 1,135,455 ringgit, and the total asset for the years 2023 is 7,061,570 ringgit. Is it clear, Adam?
Yes, sir.
So don't need to share, okay?
So I will present about liquidity ratios now.
Okay.
Okay, good morning. So I was Shamil. So today I have reviewed the information that I received by Shamil, and this is our liquidity ratio for Top Glove company. In 2022, Top Glove had a current ratio which is 2.29. This means for every 1 ringgit of liabilities, the company had RM2 ringgit 29 cents in current assets, which is a very strong position. But however, in 2023, the current ratio decreased to 1.53, while this is still indicates that Top Glove has more current asset than liabilities. The decrease suggests a weakening in the company ability to cover in short-term obligation. How do you feel about this change, Sir Shaman?
Okay, Iskandar, the drop is certainly notable. Although we still have a positive ratio, the decline to 1.53 indicates we're not as liquid as last year. What could be the driving factors behind all of this?
Okay, Sir Shamil, there could be several factors at play here. It might be due to increase in short-term liabilities, a decrease in current asset, or combination of both. This decrease could imply that the company had faced higher operation expenses or a slower turnover in converting assets into cash. Shall we move on the quick ratio to get clearer picture of liquidity?
Yes, please. How does the quick ratio compare?
So, Sir Shamil, for the quick ratio, exclude inventory from current asset. In 2022, Top Glove had a quick ratio of 1.96, nearly double the amount needed to cover its short-term liabilities. However, in 2023, the quick ratio dropped significantly to 0.96. This is concerning because it means our liquidity assets are almost equal to our current liabilities. We may have potential difficulties meeting our short-term obligation without relying on inventory sales. How do you view this change, Sir Shamil?
This decline to 0.96 is quite alarming. It indicates we might struggle to cover our liabilities without selling off inventory, which isn't ideal, Iskandar. Do you think this impacts our operational efficiency?
Absolutely, Sir Shamil. It suggests a tighter liquidity situation which could constrain or our operational flexibility. Lastly, we look into the net working capital. In 2022, we had a substantial positive net working capital of 1,187,250 ringgit, but it reduced or dropped significantly in 2023, which is it dropped for almost 531,598 ringgit in 2023. This reduction reflected a tightening in our liquidity and give us less of buffer to handle short-term financial needs. What's your take on this?
The significant decrease in net working capital is definitely a concern, Iskandar. We need to analyze how we're managing our assets and liabilities to understand where improvement can be made. Do you have any immediate recommendation, Iskandar?
Okay, Sir Shamil, I recommend closely monitoring to our cash flow and possibility renegotiating short-term liabilities to alleviate some pressure. Additionally, assessing our inventory turnover and considering way to liquidate or optimize stock might help improve the quick ratio. We should also explore cost-saving measures to improve our overall liquidity position. How would you like to proceed?
That was a solid suggestion, Iskandar. Let's schedule a meeting with our finance team to discuss this recommendation and create a plan to address this liquidity concern. Thank you for your insight, Iskandar.
Okay, it sounds like a good plan. So I'll prepare the information in our next meeting later. Okay, Sir Shamil.
Alright, no problem.
Okay, thank you very much. That is all for my liquidity ratio. So can I sit now?
Okay, you can sit now.
So for the next one, may I present for the activity ratio?
Okay, you may go.
Okay, so Shamil, I was looking at Top Growth Financial, and it seems like their activity ratio were much better in 2022 compared to 2023.
Okay, Ikram. What's things that makes you say that?
Well, let's break it down. In 2022, Top Glove had a much shorter average collection period. They managed to collect their receivable in just 17 days. This indicates they had a strong collection procedure and their customers were paying on time.
Okay, that's pretty impressive. Collecting receivable quickly is crucial for maintaining cash flow. How did they, in terms of their receivable turnover?
Okay, so they were turning their receivable about 21.53 times a year. This high turnover rate suggests that Top Glove had a very efficient credit and collection policy in 2022.
Okay, that's quite efficient. And what about their inventory turnover?
So for their inventory turnover was also better in 2022. The higher turnover figure means that item was spending less time in inventory, which is good because it implies that funds tied up inventory were generating returns quickly.
Efficient inventory management can really boost a company profitability. How did they manage their fixed assets, Ikram?
So they manage their fixed asset by produce revenue, which reflect good management and operational efficiency. They were making it the most out of their investment in fixed assets.
It sounds like they were really on top of their game in 2022. What about their total asset turnover?
Okay, so for the total asset turnover, they were generating more than 0.72 in revenues from every ringgit invested in asset. This showed they were very efficient in using their asset to generate more sales.
Okay, that's quite an achievement. So, what will be the change in 2023?
So for the change in 2023, their activity ratios declined. This indicates that the Top Glove company became less efficient in managing their asset to generate sale compared to 2022.
That's unfortunate. It seems like they need to revisit their asset management strategies to get back to their 2022 efficient levels.
Absolutely, yes, Sir Shamil. They need to address this inefficientness to regain their momentum and improve their financial performance. So that's all from me to Sir Shamil. Thank you.
Okay, Ikram, thank you. That's quite an impressive presentation from what you said just now. So if you have any other thing that we want to talk about, don't need to shy, and everyone can just present to me about what they want to say. So you may sit down now, Ikram.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so Syamil, I will presenting about leverage ratios. May I?
Okay, you can.
Okay, so Syamil, I will be presenting about leverage ratios and the analysis of financial ratios for 2022 and 2023, focusing on debt ratio, debt to equity ratio, and time interest earned. Firstly, the debt ratio measures the proportion of a company assets financed by debt. In 2022, Top Glove had a debt ratio of 16.31%, indicating a relatively low reliance on debt financing. In 2023, the ratio slightly decreased to 60.08%, showing consistent low debt levels relative to assets and marginal improvement in financial leverage. Secondly, the debt to equity ratio compares a company's total debt to its shareholder equity. For both 2022 and 2023, Top Glove maintained a debt to equity ratio of 0.19. This means for every RM1 of equity, Top Glove had RM0.19 in debt, reflecting a conservative approach to leverage. Lastly, times interest earned ratio measure a company ability to meet its interest obligations from its earnings before interest and taxes. In 2022, Top Glove had a very high ratio of 39.21, indicating a strong capacity. Sorry, Sir Syamil.
It's okay, you may continue.
Indicating a strong capacity to cover its interest expenses. However, in 2023, this ratio dropped significantly to 3.71, suggesting a notable reduction in profitability or increased interest burden, potentially indicating stress in covering interest payment. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Adam.
May I sit?
Okay, thank you. So before we end our meeting, is there any other thing that you want to talk with me?
Okay, so Shamil, for the lastly, me and Ikram has already compiled about the financial performance metrics for 2022 and 2023, and there are some significant trends we need to discuss.
Alright, let's hear about it. What are the key takeaways?
Okay, so for the key takeaways is in 2022, our gross profit margin was 17.11%, indicating efficient production and cost management. However, in 2023, it plummeted to 2.85%, suggesting severe cost pressures or reducing pricing power, impacting profitability significantly.
That's a drastic drop. What could have caused such a decline?
Maybe it appears there was substantial increase in production costs or possibly competitive pricing pressure that squeezed our margins.
Moving on to operating profit margin in 2022, we had a healthy 6.51%, showcasing operational efficiency. But in 2023, we faced a negative 9.33% margin, indicating a substantial operating loss. This could be to due higher operating expenses or extraordinary costs.
Negative 39.33%. Wow,
Yes, sir.
that's concerning. Were there specific areas where expenses spiked?
Our operational ratio also worsened from 12.55% in 2022 to 31.01% in 2023, indicating higher operating expenses relative to sales. This point to reduce efficiency in cost control.
Okay, so lastly is our net profit margin in 2022 was 5.05%, but it dropped sharply to negative 39.23% in 2023, reflecting significant losses. This suggests major financial difficulties requiring immediate action.
These figures paint a challenging picture. What about our returns on equity and total assets?
Our ROE was modest at 4.50% in 2020, but turned negative at negative 14.94% in 2023, indicating substantial losses relative to equity and eroded shareholder value. Similarly to ROA declined from 3.47% in 2020 to negative 12.54% in 2023, highlighting inefficiencies in asset utilization.
I think this decline are very alarming. What action are we proposing to address these issues?
The action that we can propose is we need to closely examine our cost structures, pricing strategies and operational efficiencies. It might be prudent to conduct a detailed review of our supply chain and procurement process to identify cost-saving opportunities.
Additionally, we should explore ways to enhance our revenue streams and possibly renegotiate contracts to mitigate cost pressures.
Right. True. I agree with it. How about we schedule follow-up meeting to get in deeper into each area and develop a comprehensive action plan to turn these issues around.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, thank you everyone for today meeting. I have another things I have to get moved to, so thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Let me move on first, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.